weather mark. This is the offset mark. The boats have started. They're coming up here. They're going to tack. They're going to take that mark to port, reach on, and they're going to go downwind. Now we all know about the 5 boat length. You've got to have the right number. The 4 boat length circle, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say right about there. Say again?
It's bigger than what you really think.
So it's boat lengths. So
Yeah,
Santa
but I
Barbara
mean,
versus 95.
I guess I'm part.
It's different.
It's difficult to estimate on the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here we go. The boys have gone off to the south side of the course, and they found good wind. Hey, that's great. They've got a nice lift. The starboard tack guys, the group that really went to the north side of the pond here, are back here a little bit. They're not really a problem as a starboard tacker coming in. We know they could really cause a problem. Now, does anybody see a problem? Fancy word, ensuing. Does anybody see a problem ahead for somebody?
The blue boat.
For the blue boat. And why for the blue boat? Why is the blue boat?
Bluebird.
The blue boat. I should change the color on that. Why is the blue boat going to be in real trouble?
Red and
Shut
white
the
are
door
going to
on
have
it.
to tack in the circle to make the mark.
They are. Exactly right. So they come up here, and can red force white to tack? No, he's got no reason to do that.
No.
But when they get up here far enough, White's gonna say to himself, okay, I can lay the mark, that's just fine. Red's just watching what's going on, he's not trying to push the situation. Meantime, Blue's up here. So White tacks. Nice, smooth tack.
Beautiful.
Red tacks right behind him.
Beautiful.
Looking good.
Yep.
Looking good.
Blues.
And here's Blue.
The door's shut.
I need room at the mark.
Yeah, you can say that.
It ain't gonna happen.
You can say that.
It ain't gonna happen.
What happens all the time. Really loud.
What are Blue's options, folks? At this point, these guys have now
Boy.
tacked. Blue's
Duck
coming in
Go
with
behind him.
great speed.
Yep.
What can Blue do?
Duck them.
Duck 'em.
Duck him. Duck him.
But he won't.
Don't go there.
He won't. I'm telling you.
Don't go there. Blue's really his only viable option at that point is the duck. So let's think about this for a minute. And I haven't, but I will. Now that we're talking. And ask the question. If Blue gets in a situation like this, is Blue happy realizing he's going to have to duck these boats and come around the mark? And if he is, that's just fine. And you know what? If these guys all tacked from way back over here, that's too far away to really plan ahead. But Blue should be thinking, when he heads all the way to the south side of the pond, he should be thinking, if there's some boats over here, what am I going to do with these guys when they tack on the starboard right in front of me?
Right.
By the time these guys tack and Blue's coming in, oh, by the way, these other starboard tackers, they didn't have quite enough room, are now a line of boats
Right.
Yeah.
coming in on starboard. And Blue, again, his only option is to put up his spinnaker and head downwind to get to the tail end of them so he can turn around.
Duck, 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 duck.
Why can't Blue tack right underneath Red or White as long as he doesn't muff it?
As long as he doesn't foul it. He can do that if he had room to do that, but I tell you, he'd have to be in a really good position to do that.
Yeah.
You know what? Here's our wind. So these boats would be even if you drew a line like this. And now the question gets, is White tacking too close to Blue? I mean, in a situation like this, you really, in the analysis, you take the mark away. Mark doesn't play into it. You take the mark away, And now it's just a question of two boats.
Yeah, he's overlapped.
Well, he does. He has an overlap there.
Yeah.
So that's a thought for Blue if he's back here, that he might be wanting to sail.
Yeah, in the previous scenario, there was no overlap. In this scenario, there is overlap.
There is. There
Yes.
is. So I'd be looking at this situation very carefully and trying to make sure that White can't tack in front of me and cut me off. And if these boats were even, let's do this. If these boats were even and I'm out here, this guy is out of the analysis at this point. Again, you take the mark out. It really doesn't mean anything. If the boats are like this, do you think White, when they sail up here, do you think White has enough room to tack on the starboard?
And complete attack before
Pretty
Blue
good
hits
attack?
him.
I think he might.
Yeah.
I think it might. It'll be close. An attacking boat's going to have the onus of showing he's got enough room, but it could be. If I were Blue, what I would be doing is not trying to sail high up here. I'd be splitting off a little bit
Yeah.
and trying to make sure that he didn't have room to tack. And then I could just carry him until I'm able to tack and head around the mark. You understand that part?
Yeah.
But is that Corinthian?
Yeah.
That's two. See what a bad influence you are? Okay, so you know what? When we have smaller fleets, I mean, there's maybe 6 boats, 7 boats outside it, and we kind of get spread out. The thought of coming in on port, you know what? It's not too bad a thought. You have to be very careful coming in on port near the mark, but if the wind has shifted to the south and you're on a nice lift, take it. Or if you're in a DF95 and you've had 16 boats on the start line, it is very unlikely that you're going to find yourself all alone here at the weather mark with all them somehow behind you. So the size of the fleet kind of enters into this as an issue.